Hi everyone. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me. This being my first YouTube video, I'm so grateful to have you with me. The name of my channel is Happy Rituals and I'm Julie Hardy. Thank you for joining me on this journey. The reason that I've chosen to start a YouTube channel and my intention for it is to partner with you and join you on your journey to an intentional life. So let's get started. How to wake up happy. I don't know if it's possible to wake up happy every single day. You can wake up with a daunting task or a conversation you don't want to have or a situation that you don't want to be in. And maybe you won't immediately wake up happy, but I think that you can pick and choose from the tips that I have to help you get started and at least help you to take those steps to wake up ready to go, ready to take on the day, and happy about the life that you're living. Something that's really important about waking up happy and why this is so important to me is that your energy influences others, just like other people's energy influences you. I'm sure that you can think of a situation where someone came up to you, someone that you were spending time with, you could tell that their energy was just dark and it was sucking the life out of you. That may be a little bit dramatic for every situation, but there are definitely people in situations where you have those energies that impact you, and it's hard for you to overcome it because it's so overwhelming and so powerful when someone has that energy that you can tell they're not on the same path as you to live an intentional life. And that's okay. We're all different. We all have a different path that we're on. But it's important for you to protect your energy because that's really how you are able to control your feelings and emotions. Because when we're in a situation where it's really challenging to control how we're feeling, and you know that you're feeling a really icky feeling, but you don't know how to handle it, those energies are going to continue to feed in and you're not going to be able to handle it in the way that you want to. So when you wake up with a smile on your face, whether you feel it or not, that's how you're going to get to a point where you can protect your energy, and you know the energy that you have and the energy that you're giving off and the energy that you're bringing into every space that you're in is going to have a positive impact on those around you. So that's my first tip. Wake up with a smile on your face. So many of us wake up and our first thought, our immediate reaction is, I didn't get enough sleep. I'm so tired. I don't want to go to work today. And anyone who is a fan of Brené Brown knows that is coming from a place of lack. And when we do that, when we're coming from a place of lack in any aspect of our life, then we're always in this rut of trying to make ourselves happy, but we're pulling ourselves down by saying, I don't have enough of this, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, I didn't get enough sleep, I don't have enough work to do, I don't have a meaning. Anything of that sort, anytime you're saying there's not enough, I don't have enough, there's never going to be enough, that's when you're coming from a place of lack. And that's why I encourage you, the first thing in the morning when you wake up is to smile. It's one of the easiest things that you can do to have that positive impact and to get those good vibes going in the morning. And your first thought for the first 2-3 days, weeks, months that you're doing this, maybe I didn't get enough sleep, and that's okay. But just make sure that you smile. It's that effort of fake it till you make it. And if you wake up, even if it takes you, say tomorrow morning, you're going to say, I'm going to wake up with a smile. That's the only thing that you're going to do that I talk about today. That's fantastic. If your first thought when you wake up is I didn't get enough sleep and then you smile, that's perfect. That's a step in the right direction. As long as you continue the routine and the ritual of smiling when you wake up in the morning, you're going to eventually get to the point where you do it naturally and it's your habit and your ritual that you live by. And I think that you're going to see that it has a big impact because on the first few days when you're not initially believing in your smile and it's a fake smile, that's okay. It's completely fine. It's going to get real the longer you go. Have something to look forward to, especially on those days when you have to have the conversation you don't want to have, where you're going to have the meeting you don't want to have, when you know something is coming that you don't want to do. We all have those days. I have those days as well. And one of my favorite morning routines, which I'll talk about again in my third video, is exfoliating. For some reason, there's something calming to me knowing that I'm wiping the dead skin cells off my face. And that's just one example of a ritual or a habit that you may have that brings you a little bit of joy. It's not a big deal at all, and it's not my source of happiness and joy, but it is something that I look forward to on those mornings that I know that I have to do something that I don't want to do. Also think about what you're working toward. Maybe your dream is that you want to live on a desert island and fend for yourself, and that's it, off the grid. That's what you want to do. When you wake up in the morning, keep that thought with you. Keep whatever your goal and dream is. If you know that you're going to work every day, but you've got this amazing side hustle, this new business, this podcast, anything that it is that you're working on, it could be an Etsy shop. It could even just be something that's going to be a habit for you, or just something for fun, a passion project, like starting a YouTube channel. Make sure that you keep that thought with you in the morning. If you have to, write it on a note and put it next to your bed. When you have those things to look forward to, it really impacts that positive energy that you want to have within you every day. It's important to also say it out loud and keep it in different places in your life. Maybe you have a sticky note on your mirror. Maybe that's what works for you. Maybe you say it when you get in your car, or maybe after you get to work, before you walk in the door, you say, I'm doing this because I am going to start a YouTube channel and it's going to be amazing. And that's perfect. Anything that it is, if your dream is even just to make it through the week because it's going to be a bad week, think about what Saturday is going to look like for you. What are you going to do on Saturday? Are you going to go out for a fantastic brunch at the place with the most amazing avocado toast? Perfect. Keep that in mind Monday through Friday when you wake up in the morning. Maybe you're going on vacation in a month and you're working to be able to afford that vacation. Perfect. Think about that every morning when you wake up. Have it written on a piece of paper next to your bed, so it's the first thing that you think about after you smile. Also keep a favorite scent next to your bed. You could have dried lavender, you may have an oil diffuser. One of my favorites is lemon and lavender together. Anything that's like clean and refreshing, citrusy, anything of that sort is always great, but if your favorite scent is something deeper, more woodsy, that's perfect. Take whatever it is, even if it's a perfume or a cologne, just keep it next to your bed so you can smell it in the morning. Our brains retain the scents and apply them to things that were very positive in our lives. So if maybe you went to your grandmother's house when you were little and she had a perfume on her counter, or maybe there was just something in her house, maybe she always had fresh flowers, something like that, and those are happy memories for you, your brain's going to remember that when you smell those things. So it's important to keep those with you when you can. So I always recommend having something next to your bed that is a joyous scent that makes you happy. The next thing that I would encourage you to do, and this will come up more in my third video, is to set an intention every morning. Set an intention before your feet hit the floor. When I first started setting intentions for my day, it was, today I will be positive despite the stupid people. And well, that comes from a place of lack for sure. It was a step in the right direction for me when I was in a job that was not meaningful or purposeful for me. That's what I used to start my day, and it worked for me at that time, but as I have grown in this journey, that's no longer what fulfills me. My intention for the day may be now, today I'm going to smile through the criticism. Some days I know I'm going to encounter difficult situations, and I'm going to smile through it. I always choose to start my day by coming from a place of gratitude and joy. And I know no matter what anyone says to me throughout the day, it's not a reflection of me, it's a reflection of them. So when I set my intention in the morning to choose happiness, to choose integrity, to choose meaning, to choose creativity, to choose play, to choose to prioritize myself, that really gets me off on the right foot in the morning and makes sure that those around me are also feeling the good vibes that I want to give off. Something that I can't stress enough is don't check your cell phone. As soon as you start looking at your social media feed, your email, everything that goes on our phones, and our phones are so important for our daily lives now, but as soon as we start looking at it, it sucks your time and energy, which is okay because that's what we all do. But If it's the first thing that you do in the morning, maybe something negative shows up in your feed. Maybe your aunt or your mom said something on Facebook that's upsetting, and that's going to be the first thing that you start your day off with. And I can guarantee you all of that stuff can wait until later. I don't check my phone until I get to work in the morning. From the time that I wake up to the time that I get to work is about 2 hours. And I just really enjoy that time being social media free, being free of the noise. And I intentionally follow different people, different organizations, different companies on social media that I know are going to have positive things to say, and I know that they make a significant positive impact in our world. But I still know that I have different people in my life that I am friends with, and sometimes they're having a bad day and they use social media to vent. And I appreciate and respect that, though I don't need it part of my morning. I will be there for my friends however they need me, but when I need to protect my energy for the first 2 hours of my day, that's not where I'm going to go. But choosing to go and get sucked into everything that is the news and the media and social media today is one of the easiest ways to start your day off on a positive note and to wake up happy. Everything I mentioned today, such as lack and intention setting, I'm happy to address in future videos. This being my first video, I am very open to hearing any other ideas that you have for future videos or anything else that you'd like me to drill into more. I can talk a lot more about setting intentions in the morning. Thank you again for spending some time with me today. I am so grateful and appreciative and honored that you chose to watch my video, and I hope that you learned something. I am going to be posting another video next week, a calming evening routine that's really going to help solidify and set you up to wake up happy in the morning. Thank you again for joining me. I'm Julie with Happy Rituals, and I can't wait to see you again next week.